It's Casa again. Today I wanted to cover events and how to do events. I know in the Alliance chat, a lot of times we get asked the question, how do I get that material or that, you know, items like fire shards? And people usually say you get it in packs or events. So today I'm going to show you what that means when we say events and also how to maximize usage of events. So, so when you're doing the events, I'm doing a research-based event, so I make sure I'm wearing my research armor. So I'm wearing my full, I think it's Inquisitor armor. So that gives me pretty good research boost. So to get to events, it's this icon on the lower right side of the screen above the help. It says ending in 58 minutes. And so today I've been actually doing a bunch of events and I've been stacking them, meaning um, if you're lucky, sometimes you have events that share the same underlying, point system. For example, like there's typically the build, research, train, repeat event, and to earn points in here, you could either increase your building power, increase dungeon mastery, in research power, or train troops, right? And depending on what you're doing, you earn a certain number of points per power point. And I'm going to show you how you determine that power point, right? So what I'm focusing on today is the insert research power, 5 points per power point. So that means if I do a research on something like building like a gem set bonus, and that gives me a million power, research power, that means I would get 5 million points towards this event. And so if we go down, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that, there's actually 3 prizes, 1, 2, and 3 tiers. And that's pretty typical. And the way it works is if you want to earn prize 1, you have to earn 33 million points, right? And it lists out all the prizes. So you get 20,000 gold gift, you get 15 water fragments, you get 100 pieces of the overgrown pelt core. And if you then hit the next milestone, 140 million, 139,824, 140 million rounded, you get 150 gold additionally, and then some materials, 400 pieces of some core materials, and then some chests, 400 pieces of chests. And then if you hit the third milestone, 361 million, you get 490k gold, some fire shards, master hammer, right, and a bunch of core pieces and that sort of thing, and chests. Now, stacking. What I mean by stacking is, so these events run for a certain time. Like the build research event, you can see it runs for 55 minutes. It just so happens there's a kingdom event that runs concurrently, and it's actually been running all day long. So I've been earning points for the kingdom event, and the kingdom event just so happens to also give you points for research. So for every research power, you earn 1 point towards this event. And so I've already achieved the first 2 milestones, right? I just need to finish the last milestone, right? So to get the last milestone, I'll get 1.8 million gold. I'll get stone columns, master hammers, hero XP, a bunch of hero XP, right? Like 1.2 billion. If I do the math really quick, heroic medals, all that stuff, right? All that good stuff. I have to get 965 million points, right? I'm already at 773 million points. So that means in order to get milestone 3, I have to do an additional 200 million or so, just under 200 million research power. So I'll show you how to do that. And so just to show you what I've been doing all day, this could be pretty lucrative, right? So as you can see throughout today, starting here, I've just been doing events, right? And as I do events, I'll also earn points, credit towards the kingdom event, right? So I did this event, at 9 a.m. And then I got the first two or three milestones, and then also earned me some kingdom event prizes, right? And then I just kept repeating. Every hour the events would reset, and I would earn the new events, and I would only do, and I wouldn't continue researching, right? What I would do is, once I met the third milestone, I would stop, and then I would start another round of researching when the build research repeats, meaning if you hit the max like 361 here, right, it's not going to give you additional prizes if you keep researching for that hour. So what you want to do is stop doing your research, hold off, wait for the event to reset at the end of the hour, and then you start again and you try to get all 3 milestones. I just want to mention here, in the middle of the screen right here, it says Endless Inferno. If you have an Inferno item, I've done this before, it's really cool. It allows you to repeat. So when I said earlier how you doesn't repeat the prizes, if you actually have the Inferno boost, it actually lets you repeat this over and over. So you could if you have a 30-minute Inferno, it lets you keep earning all 3 milestones for 30 minutes. but you got to be doing a lot of research in that time. So that could be another way to do it. I just did not have any today. I wanted to do that today. Um, but because I didn't have an Inferno, I ended up having to stretch out my research over like, 4 or 5 hours and do them one by one. Okay. So now, I will say this is practically impossible to do without buying a pack, meaning to do events, you kind of need the speed ups and the resources from packs. It's going to be very hard to do some of these events with specific exceptions if you're a free player. Now, the reason you want to do these events is packs are expensive. Nobody likes buying packs. So doing these events stretches your dollar, meaning you use the resources, speed ups, whatnot from your packs more efficiently because you could earn additional resources. You could earn gold. You could earn some speed ups. Like earlier, the second milestone for the Kingdom event, or maybe it was the first milestone from the Kingdom event. Um, Actually, I take that back. It wasn't a Kingdom event. Earlier, I did a. Um, it was a Train Wild Troops event, and it actually kind of stacked because I had to upgrade my garrison, so that contributed to the build research train, and so I did that event, and I got like a ridiculous amount of speed ups. As you can see, 25, 20,000 day, 25, 10,000 day. So this event practically paid for the speed ups I used to upgrade my training garrison to get all the wild troops trained, right? And then I also got a ridiculous amount of prizes like 10 billion, 10 trillion food, 10 trillion of each resource. And then the third milestone for that event was pretty good too. Heroic insignias, lots of chests, set of core equipment, that sort of thing. So without further ado, let me just go to the. So, okay, so just to recap, I'm going to finish milestone 3 of the Kingdom event, and then I'm also going to complete all 3 milestones of the build research repeat. So let's go into detail first. So I will earn 5 points per power in this event, right? And I will need to get 33 million um, for the first milestone. So if you do that math really quick, what that means is, if I have 33 million and I divide that by 5, I'm going to have to earn about 6.7 million research points in order to hit the first milestone. And I will show you how you kind of understand how much research power you earn. So I'm trying to complete the gem set bonus today, right? Or not complete, but do some of it. And if you, I left off, where did I leave off? Okay, so right here. So if I go into this item and I click the research button, if I scroll to the bottom, you see on the bottom it says I will earn 14,812,000 power. So that means with this item alone, I will earn 14 million times 5 research points, which is 70 million points. So that this will actually get me the first milestone and then some. And the reason this single research item gives me so much points is because if you look here, this is actually a very expensive advanced research item, right? The original time to complete this is 36,000 days, right? You need about 18 billion resources each to do this item. Because I have my research gear, the original 36,000 time, I've gotten down to 3,516 days, right? With some VIP help and stuff, it's going to further reduce that. And I'm actually going to put on a boost right now to carve further out. So 315, so it's 3,516 now. I'm going to go into my boost menus. I'm just going to put in a research. Oh, I actually have a research speed, right? I currently have a boost active, right? Okay. So I'm ready to go because I have my research armor. So I'll go back to gem set bonus, right? I'll scroll back down to, lose my place again. Attack bonus for ranged troops. So this is going to get me about 70 million-ish points to the event. So I'll go hit research button, right? It's at 33,500. I hit the VIP help. It takes it down to 2,700. So now I just need to do speed ups, right? And so, like I said, you require speed ups, but the great thing about this is if you do the events, it minimizes your cost, meaning you get something back. So your dollar stretches when you do buy packs. So I will do a 25 day, a 10 day, and then I will do, and if you hear my kids screaming in the background, that's what I deal with all day. So, all right. I could have done 2-1. So notice how it took me past the first milestone. It gave me 74 million points. So I was doing some rough calculations earlier. So I said about 70 million. So that's right around what I expected, right? So that's great because it actually took me halfway to the next milestone too, right? Now I didn't earn the kingdom milestone yet because it hasn't reached it, but I did earn credits towards it, right? So I'm that much closer to the 950, right? Okay. So I'll go ahead and keep doing this. This should be pretty quick because the gem set bonus researches I'm doing right now, they're pretty high level. They're giving me like 15 million power per item, and so for this one, let me finish it up really quick. Yeah. In terms of how you do this, right? Like, um, sometimes I'll round up. Instead of doing a 90 day, I might have done a 100 day, or maybe just round it up. But it really depends. There's not there. There's um, okay. Yeah. Sometimes if I just want to finish it really quickly, I'm trying to meet a deadline, I might just round up instead of going through all the speed ups, right? In that case, I think I could use 6 or 7 speed ups of different intervals, right? So this earned me milestone 2, so I'm that much closer to finishing, right? I think just a few more and we're done, and I'll show you how it stacks, right? So we've earned the first 2 milestones for the build research train event, and then now I've got to find where it is. Okay, so I can do hero attack next. So this is also very costly. It's gonna give me about 18 million again. Okay, this is 3,000. So there are packs that give you what's called the troves, the research or the DBC troves. What those are those are special kingdoms you could go where you get like a reduction in time, so you don't have to use speed ups. But then you got to get those teleports to go to those kingdoms in packs, right? I just don't have any of those right now, and I didn't want to spend an extra 20 bucks or so. So I had some speed ups. Might as well use the speed ups, so that's what I did. So now I have 1 day, 80 hours. Go ahead and just buy 1 day, and 8 hour and 1 hour. Okay, all right. So that didn't get me to the next milestone, but it earned me credit towards it. You just got to trust me there. And so I'll go ahead and do another research item here. Research on research, isn't that kind of funny? So I'm researching an item to make my research better. Um, and I'm somewhat, yeah. And so let's do this really quick. I want to get to the punchline and just show you the end. I'm probably going to do actually, it's a 7 day, so I can do a 7 day too. Okay. I was almost going to do an 80 day, but I realized there's a 7 day, which will work nicely. And then 15 hour, 1 hour, and 2 10s. All right. So I think we're really close. Let's just check our progress. You see, I'm right there. I'm at 331. I need the next item I do, I will earn milestone 3 here. And if we go back to the kingdom event, we're pretty close there too. I'm at 839. I might have to do a couple more items to get this. But you see how when I was doing the events, it was earning credit for both. Give me a second. Got to do something really quick. All right. So okay, I need some wood. Gotta use a 10 trillion pack. Didn't want to do that, but 3,000 days. It's a lot of days. Can't imagine anybody trying to do this real time. The game's designed to make you have to use speedups, and the speedups can be quite costly. So in this case, I'm going to use a 25-day speedup. I'll just round up a bit. All right. So I completed research milestone 3 for the build, research, train, and repeat. You see at the top it says build, research, train, repeat. So I got, the 490,000 gold. I got the fire shards, all that stuff, right? Um, but I did not hit the kingdom yet, the kingdom event, and I'm short there. I have to keep going. I'm at almost 900 million, and it requires 965 million because this one actually gives you 1 point per research power. It's going to take a few more items to get this, but it's worth it because the prize is decent. The milestone 3 is 1.8 million gold, 500 stone columns, master hammers, 1.2 billion hero XP, that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's get that done really quick. I'm going to do a 10 and wait. I'm going to do a 14 and 3 here. All right. And the reason I'm actually working on the gem set tree is because I'm trying to unlock the defense and the health gem set bonuses. Because currently I have some gem sets where I'm unable to use the bonus, specifically the Aegis um, defense gem set, because I don't have the research completed. So by doing this research, I'll be able to use that. I'll be able to get the bonus from I'll be able to get the bonus from that gem set. Okay, I think we're close. Okay, bear with me. Should be really close. We're at 957, requires 965. So I believe that means the next item we will get it. And and this will make me very happy. So it just, oh, okay. So once I hit I was actually trying to unlock this one right here, left middle of the screen, the troop defense gem set, but it's still grayed out. And it actually requires the next one we're going to do, which is this at level 5. So once I complete this, I'm going to be happy because I'm going to be able to unlock the research item I actually wanted. So actually, I'm kind of, let's go back. So this should finish the kingdom event, and it should also unlock for me the research item I'm after. So let's do this. 20-day, pay for 1 day. I'll just pay for an 8 hour. Right, so there you go. So I got the third milestone on the Kingdom event, right? Some nice prizes. And if I go back in, I think I'll be able to unlock the troop defense gem set. So I'm not actually going to do this now because I like to maximize, and this is actually 170 million power. Oh geez, this is going to be a lot. This is going to be really expensive. 200 billion resources. This is going to be tens of thousands of days. So I'm going to wait for another event to do this, because if I did this now, I wouldn't really earn points towards another event. Okay, so I hope you found this video um, helpful. If possible, if you're able to, try to stack events, meaning, look to see if you could do either building and researching. If one event gives you points for that, and then it'll also satisfy the requirements for another event, right? So that would be really interesting. So you finish the event fully when it's yellow like that, right? So hope you found this video fun. Let me know in the Alliance chat any feedback. Thanks, team.